I got a mission to get it. Hop on a flight and then finish in business. I'm sitting in business, just look at the ticket. A traveling man, I'm switching to pivot. Why would I talk about it when I live it? I know that you live it, I know that you mad. Putting up numbers and flipping the digits again and again and again. Well, you get it. Elevate and enjoy the saga. Better pay, give me more of them dollars. Still on the grind, ahead of my time. My yesterdays are your mananas. Trip to Hawaii to bust out the haka. I bust out the haka, I bust out the ooh. When there's nothing to do. Never been capping, you know that it's true, 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 true. Haters are climbing your river like boo, 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 boo. Breaking their hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh, 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 ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like two. I ain't tripping, this is easy, easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it.
Touchdown in the new town. I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns. They already gone.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in South America in the vibrant and colorful Brazilian beachside city of Rio de Janeiro. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Titans of Paris taking on the Condors of Rio de Janeiro. Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll... as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. But you look at this defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And Henry going to have a Titans first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
Ready.
Tua going to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Tua. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. And it's a Titans touchdown. Robbie Chosen, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. In motion, Hill. Here's A-Chain to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You talk about this Titan defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, as certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got a stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 23 yards, the final tally.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Tua sets up to pass it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and we're off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
long night.
1st down, they go back to A-Chain. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 36-yard line.
Let's go now.
Again, it's A-Chain. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Decided to hit it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and a yard. On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
First down, Titans.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. His throw incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Right back to A-Chain on 2nd down. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
3rd down and 13. Levis. Got a man, complete to Cedric Wilson. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
44. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme. Get a little bit more.
And this is caught. Touchdown.
Robbie Chosen.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Titans go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Now Folk for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Titans 14, Condors nothing.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
12 yards there and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A-Chain on 1st and 10.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Right back to A-Chain on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Now Levis.
That is caught. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
A give up the middle to A-Chain.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Right back to A-Chain on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Levis back to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Meanwhile, that's taken in by Okonkwo. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Tua. He finds Hopkins complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. Folk's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Condors, nothing.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Levis now off of play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So they bring out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line.
And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Levis sets up to throw here.
Short throw hauled in by Croft. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Levis to throw it. Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 33.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And they'll accept that penalty.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Here's Levis. Throw caught by A-Chain.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Ready. Let's go. Let's go right here.
Levis looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Here we go. Three.
A-Chain is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1.
And Levis going to change the play.
2nd and 5. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Jalen Waddle.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Condors are able to cut into that deficit.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with the lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Tua going to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 28 yards. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Henry running right. Pushes past him and bulldozing his way through. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now 2nd and 9. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Robbie Chosen, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Titans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. On for the extra point is Folk. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Running left, it's A-Chain.
Fights loose. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Right back to A-Chain on second down.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
47 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
A-Chain here, they stay on the ground. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And Levis tosses his third interception of the game. Picked up by Amani Hooker. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
The Titans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Tua.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 8.
Henry up the middle. There's the stiff arm.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
25 yards there on the catch and run. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Levis to throw once more. And going deep for Hill. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week, and how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congrats.